That wildfire burning right now near White Salmon in Klickitat County. It started yesterday afternoon. The flames cover more than 1,500 acres. They're threatening hundreds of homes as of right now. And joining us on the phone this morning is Stan Hinatsu with the U.S. Forest Service. Stan, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning to you as well.
So what can you tell us as far as progress on this fire overnight?
Yeah, well, the fire was very active last night, and so we don't have a lot of progress to report with regard to containment. In fact, there was another level 2 evacuation ordered for the Indian Creek area, which is near the same area where the other evacuation levels were invoked last night.
So level 2, does that mean, is that a mandatory evacuation, or what does that exactly mean?
No, that means to get ready to get out at a moment's notice. So it's that one step below the mandatory evacuation.
About how many people are included in all of the various evacuation levels as of right now?
Yeah, for the evacuation level 3, which is considered the you better get out now, there's about 30 homes involved in that one, and for the level 2 evacuation, it's around 400 homes.
I know you're going to be monitoring weather conditions today, but as far as the conditions crews are facing on the ground, very hot temperatures up there. When you magnify that with the heat of the flames, how are the crews holding up?
Well, you know what? This has been a tough night for them, and as you said, we expect more hot and dry weather today with more of an easterly push. The fire got into some very steep and rough terrain last night, and for firefighter safety reasons, they kind of had to pull back. Very steep, rolling rocks, rolling logs, that kind of thing. And again, as I said, the fire was pretty active through the night.
Okay. And at last check, we had about 1,500 acres consumed already. Can you give us any new numbers this morning at this hour?
No, that's still about the size we're calling it. We'll get a better sense of that when we can get some folks up in the air later this morning, and I will have a better sense of the acres. But yeah, it's about 1,500 acres is the fire to the south, and the smaller fire to the north is about 50 acres.
All right, Stan Hinatsu with the U.S. Forest Service joining us live on the phone. Stan, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. A lot of folks, no pun intended, but on pins and needles this morning looking exactly at where this fire is moving. We will check in with Stan once again here in a short while. But let's turn to Brian Muskimmons, who's in for Sally this morning. And Brian, we talk about the weather conditions. It's a trifecta of heat, dry conditions out there, and that wind. What's going to be the mixture and the recipe fire crews are going to be facing today?
Well, the best conditions are actually happening right now, Chad. The humidities are always a bit higher in the morning, but then as we go into this afternoon, of course, those winds pick up as they typically do in the afternoon in the gorge. Combine that with temperatures basically around 90 to 95 in some spots. It's going to be very, very hot. Now, gusts this afternoon, I'm calling for 15 to 25 mile per hour gusts. The stronger gusts will be closer towards Cascade Lock, so probably more in the 15 mile per hour range up towards the fire. But fire itself, the bigger it gets, can create its own weather. Now take a look at this photo sent in to us last night from Amy. You can see just the fire just lighting up the night sky. And this fire, as Stan mentioned, they'll be reevaluating it this morning just to see how much it's grown overnight or maybe hopefully shrunk.